Well, this comment has, if anything, this has proven my point that political apathy has really gone to quite a bad point. The comment starts off with, this cliché that people should vote is a fallacy. You should vote because it's important. If you do not vote, you cannot affect change. And you'll see later on, we're going to get into this thing of people like this are lazy. They do not want to change, they want people to do it for them. And you know, things do not change if you do not get up off your ass and do something about it. But anyway, we'll continue. If I went to a shop and saw 6 different brands of a product and hated the lot, I wouldn't buy any of them. Well, congratulations, that means you don't probably like that shop. There are plenty of other shops you can go to. Living particularly in the UK means that we have quite a lot of political choice when it comes to voting for political parties. People think of the big 3, but there are more than just the big 3. There are independents and there are other parties. It's just people just don't seem to bother with them. And there are movements and organisations that you can join that are trying to affect political change. But are people joining these movements? Are people supporting these movements? Nope. They're just going to be, this is what I've said, just going to be a Russell Brand and do fuck all about it. Just go, yeah, I want a revolution. For what? What's your revolution going to be about? Political change, okay, how are you going to affect political change? Russell Brand has said several ideas, but he's not doing anything about them. As I've said, he talks a big game, but does sod all about it. Anyway, we continue. Voting means nothing if simply done as a routine obligation. Voting means that you have a say in politically what goes on in the country. I've said this before to people and it's the same. If you did not vote and politicians are doing something that you do not like, then you have absolutely no say in whining about they're not doing anything that you want. Now, if you did vote and they didn't do what you want, then you have every single right to be pissed off and complain. I voted for the Liberal Democrats. I am absolutely pissed off at them. In fact, because of what they have done, I will probably maybe never vote for the Liberal Democrats ever again in my life. So, particularly because of the last election, they have lost a heck of a lot of political power they could have had. Because if they had actually had, backbone, actually stood up to the Conservatives, which people are ignoring because, again, they don't give a damn. Many of the backbenchers in the Liberal Democrats are doing a good job and are standing up to the Conservatives. But does anyone care? Nope. Not voting, having realised that the whole political spectrum is fraudulent and a haven for charlatans, spivs and all manner of frauds, is a political statement in itself. Again, if you think your MP is being fraudulent, there are steps you can take to sort that out. But no, because people are being completely apathetic to any politics and anything of that sort. They just don't give a damn and they don't go find out the ways that they can do to get their MP removed so that they can vote in a new MP. If you don't like that current MP that you have at election times, there are ways. You can go out and vote for other MPs. Go out and support that MP that you want to get in. Don't just sit there and do fuck all. Sorry about that, excuse my language. But this is how annoyed it's making me. That people sit on their asses and do nothing about it. For example, if you don't like, say I live in quite a heavy Labour town, and basically it's known as a Labour safe seat. You know, Dan Jarvis, the Labour MP, could go out into the centre of Barnsley, pick a baby out of its basket, and then just start eating it in the middle of town, and people would still vote for him. Now, at the moment, he's the shadow culture secretary. He's doing an alright job. He's not fantastic. He's not someone I've voted for. But you know what? When you can go, if you're part of the Labour Party and you're not happy with Dan Jarvis in your local area, you can actually decide for someone to run against him for that MP seat. There are ways to do this. But does anybody care? No! Anyway, yeah. If more people invalidated these self-serving leeches and not legitimising them with a vote, then a revolution in politics might be a possibility. That is not how you change things in politics. Not voting is doing nothing. It changes nothing. Voting is how the system works. And just saying you're going to have a revolution and it does nothing. How do you get this through to people? Because this is the point of this entire video. People are being so apathetic when it comes to politics, and there's so much people can do if they just get up off their asses and start doing it. This is just, it's gotten to a point now where it's just absolutely pissing me off. It really is.